And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. So a moment now to see the story for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The dude out there with the Wizard. Then it's Cook. And it's the Wizard. Davis is out there with Jones. Then there's Brown. And it's Hall in at the shooting guard. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other. And the fans are the beneficiary.
Outside, Davis. Outside, Jones. Pass to Brown. Here's Hall. Five on the clock. The shot missing. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the dude. Stolen by Jones. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Hall. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense area, there's no way he's missing a layup like that.
Over to the wing. Here's the dude. He's covered by Brown. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Hall. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And he comes up with the deuce. Hall's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Outside, Davis. Here's Hall. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Brown finds Jones. And here's Brown. Lock at 6. From outside, off the mark. To the inside. The Wizard, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Davis. Here's Hall. They set the pick. To the paint. The shot misses. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's the Wizard. He's covered by Brown. And Brown over to help. The dude. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the dude. Shot, high post. And Jones pulls it down. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Davis kicks to Brown. Davis, the pass to Brown. Shoots from 12. The shot, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Hall passes to Jones. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Hall. Inside to stop the drought. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for two, number 5.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Outside, Davis. Picked away. Here's the Wizard. Still without a basket. Pass to the dude. Here's the Wizard. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Davis, the pass to Hall. Back to Davis. Jones finds Davis. Here's Hall. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Davis. A Wizard with the rebound. And they recover it. Jones dishes to Brown. Hall passes to Jones. Brown with the bounce pass. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Davis. The Wizard, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside, Davis. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Hall. Now here's Jones. 6 to shoot. They could use a bucket. The rebound by Cook. Gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's the dude. Got it. Good job in the low post. The dude's got 7 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The standings out west. Already we're in December. And you take a look at this home team. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. 4.5 games behind. To the middle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Hall. Six on the shot clock. They set the screen. Takes a three. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Pat. 8 points his last outing. It's blocked. Here's the Wizard. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the Dude. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 to shoot. That shot is off. Shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Both teams changing it up here. And now, let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing, moving the ball to get quality looks.
.116 left to play in the first. Pass to the Wizard. And here is Banks. Right block shot. And here comes the break. Banks with the block. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Number 14. Number 14.
Here's Jones. His last outing, he had 8 points. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fader on the way, and he can't bank that one in.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
The Wizard passes to Banks. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. .17 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 2.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Pass to Howard. Here's the Wizard. Here's Banks. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Now here's Howard. Still yet to score. And Jones pulls it down. A terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them, to say the least. We've got the Wizard. Howard is out there with the Wizard. And it's the Wizard. Rogers. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Rogers has got his first 2 points of the night.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's the screen. Outside Banks. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Right wing. Pass to Howard. From deep three-point land. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Down low. It's slammed in by Jones.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. A fadeaway, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Now here's Howard. 9 points last game.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
Outside, Jones. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Rogers. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
One shot.
That free throw good from Rogers. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
Here's the dude. He's got 9. That one goes in. Banks has got his second basket of the night.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Pass to Jones. Now Davis. To the wing right side. Here's Pat. It's Jones on the wing. Pulls it from 20. Unable to get that one. Gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Cook, the pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. No scoring in this one. Stolen by Jones. To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to the Wizard. Now Banks. Here's the dude. Banks kicks to Cook. Back to Banks. Here's the dude. 9 points in the game so far. It's good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
Yeah, and it can be deflating when you leave all those points at the line. But it generally is a make or miss lead.
So both teams making some changes here. The Wizard, he's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to the dude. Just 5 on the clock. On the top of the key, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped. Out to the right wing. Brown outside. Davis finds Brown. Here's Hall. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Cook, the pass to the dude. Back to Cook. Tries the hook. They get it back. The shot that time, not on target. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the layup is good. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Guys?
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allen. Out to the right wing. Inside. To the inside. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Jones.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. One drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Cook looking it over. The hook. And it's good for 2. Cook's got 6.
A nice form on that hook shot there.
Pass to Hall. Banked in off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
Here's the Wizard. Still scoreless.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Pass to Pack. Back to Brown. Now here's Reed. And here is Brown. To the paint. Here's Peck. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
To the left wing. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the dude. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Peck. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Banks checked in for the Wizard. And he can't hit the second. Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's the dude. 13 points in the game. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Back to Banks. The shot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie. Because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Oh, just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Jones is out there with Davis. Then there's Brown, and it's Hall in at the 2 guard. And that's who Mark Daignault starts the second half. Here's the Wizard. The Wizard passes to Cook. Shot clock at 5. Pass to the dude. driving to the basket. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now here's Jones. Outside, Davis. Here's Hall. Outside, Jones. Davis dishes to Jones. Brown outside. Outside, Jones. Here's Hall. The Wizard with the rebound. The Wizards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Dude. 15 points in the game. Pass to the Wizard. Davis with the double team. Here is Cook. Here's the Wizard, defended by Jones. With the floater, count that one. And that's 17 points for the Dude.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside, Davis. Outside, Jones. Pass to Davis. It's Brown on the wing. Now Davis. Now here's Jones from the arc. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Jones. And that's now 9 points for Davis.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Cook, the pass to the Dude. Here's the Wizard. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's the Dude. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Outside, Davis. Pass to Jones. And here is Brown. Here's Hall. It's deflected. Here is Cook. He has 6. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. And Jones slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal. And then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Dude. He's covered by Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's the Dude. And Jones pulls it down. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the paint. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Cook. Here's the Wizard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Davis? First in field goal percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Here's Hall. 6 points for him. Down low. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Davis. Here's Hall. Now Davis. Lets it go from deep. Hall, no good.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And they get it. And that one's good. The Dude's got 19 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to Hall. Brown the pass to Jones. Back to Brown. Here's Hall. Now here is Davis. For the three. No good.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's the dude, and he hits it to tie the game up. The dude's got 8 here in the quarter.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Hall. Jones kicks to Brown. Back to Jones. Now Davis. Screen by Jones. Unloads from 9. That one doesn't go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That shot, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Here's the dude. He's got 21. Here's the Wizard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brown deciding where to go with it. Stolen. Here is Cook. He's got 6 on Thursday, then on Sunday.
And you know for that matchup with Florida, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Outside, Jones. They need this one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Cook the pass to the Wizard. Outside Banks. To the inside. Snatched away.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 3.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard.
2 minutes remaining in the foul. 2 minutes.
Outside Banks. Four on the clock. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Moving around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Outside, Jones. Here's Rogers. A Wizard with the rebound. The Wizard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in. Howard's got his first basket of the night.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here is Rogers. 7 points in the game. Pass to Hall. Here is Rogers. Jones with the bounce pass. And a miss there on the triple. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. To the right side. Here's the Wizard. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Kicks it out to Banks.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Being at 44%, pretty reasonable. Screen by Jones. Pass to Pack. Over Banks. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. They're up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Howard. Wizard out there with the dude, and it's the Wizard. Here's Pat. Back to Brown.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Brown.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brown drops them both. 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's the dude. He's covered by Brown, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here is Davis. Pass to Rogers, and stolen by Banks. Cole. It's blocked. He's guarded by Howard. And here is Davis. Here is Rogers. Pass to Davis. Here is Rogers. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And it's Pack missing. Pack's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's the dude. He's covered by Brown. And that one's good. The dude.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now here is Davis. Back to Brown. To the wing right side. Pass to Davis. Here's Pat. Here is Rogers. No good on the triple. Down low. Banks. And a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Both teams will make substitutions.
One shot.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Davis setting the pick for Brown. Out to the right wing. Six on the shot clock. Here's Pat. Started by Howard. And it's Pat missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Davis. Here's Pat. Brown outside. Now here's Davis. Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Brown. Here's Pat to tie it up. A Wizard with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Outside Banks. That one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Hall. Outside, Jones. Outside, Reed. Back to Jones. Pass to Hall. Here's Pat. Clock at 6. Hall passes to Pat. And shot on the way. Outside, Reed. Jones, the pass to Hall. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his third assist on the night. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to the dude. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. The dude's got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Hall. Pass to Pack. And Jones has it in the corner. And it's Pack missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
With the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jones, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And that one falls for Jones. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's the dude. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The dude's got 16 points here in the second half. Gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Now Brown. 6 to shoot from 10 feet away, and it misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's the dude. Oh, what a finish.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
He answers with a dunk of his own.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
2 points. That one goes.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Davis. Not gonna go.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Foot shot away, and that's in there. 1:12 left in the game. Now Brown. Jones sets the pick for Brown. Can't get it to go. The ball really well in this game, 58%. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jones. Not that time. It won't go. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Hall. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the Dude.